a personal question, but like, what do you see like are like growth prospects? I mean, in general, in your career or for someone in data science, like what is a growth trajectory like?
So, you know, even now, I don't think all companies have the required amount of data science talent. And so I think even for a few more years going forward, that still would have a certain amount of demand, right? Both data science folks and managers who have done some hands-on coding so that they can actually run a team of people who actually work on hands-on things. And so that I think has, just like you'd have development software developers and that hierarchy, there's this parallel hierarchy of data science folks. So that's there. And adding to that, there are also
The
like
hierarchy would be like,
no, what I mean by the hierarchy, it's like this progression of someone starting as a software engineer, and then software engineer 2, and then senior software engineer, and then a principal or a manager, and then someone who leads such teams. There would also be a similar hierarchy in data science. So I definitely know that in my firm, there are special, like I mentioned, I'm a specialist is the tag there. And so there are multiple levels to that, as well as an analyst, a specialist, a senior specialist, and then a specialist master, specialist leader. That's basically almost at the partner level.
See a lot of companies. So I mean, Deloitte is a big company. It's an MNC, but you see a lot of other companies having this kind of structure and trying to incorporate this for data science.
Yeah. I mean, so definitely know that companies like even tech companies do have data science folks, and then data science 2. Let's say, and then the team manager would probably be someone who has done something in data science, and they'll also have other folks there, let's say Amazon or even Microsoft, Google. But Google, I think they hire in a different way for data science folks, I guess. But I know that tech companies also have different hierarchies which are specialized for data science. It's not like your title is something else entirely, but you also do data science. That's not the scenario. But what I meant by a data science hierarchy is not necessarily that you would to emphasize the hierarchy, but companies are identifying that as a position, and that this needs a progression for people in their career as well. So so that's one option. Another one is to, at least my trajectory, I'd like to, the reason why I'm in the consulting firm is to kind of get a certain amount of exposure working on a lot of different projects and how to solve them, and what is typically done to solve them, to learn that quickly, and then try and start something on my own. But then not an immediate thing, but in a few years when I think I'm convinced that I have enough to actually go and start on my own. So even for that, a position like what I hold is probably helpful to get that exposure. And I think the demand for data and some value driven from data is probably going to keep going up for the next. I mean, I don't know how much, but it's probably going to keep going up for, I think, at least in the near future, immediate.
All right.